and welcome to the Managing Organization Finances training. This training is a part of the SORT program that requires all student organization treasurers to complete in order for the organization to be in the active status this academic year. A few house rules before we get started. Please be sure to follow along with the questions on the Engage training form. At the end of the training, you will submit the form to count for your attendance. All information is provided to you on the screen or shared verbally, so you can choose to watch or listen to the training video. You are required to obtain an 80% or higher on the trainings. Because this is a pre-recorded training, you can start, stop, fast forward, or rewind the video at any time, as well as start and stop your training form on Engage at any time. Please be sure to submit the form by the due date to count for your participation. Let's go ahead and get started. To provide a quick overview of today's training, we'll talk about the role and responsibilities of the treasurer position, discuss budgeting, financial procedures, and record keeping, and talk about the policy and procedures in compliance. Role and responsibilities of a treasurer. The relationship between the Office of Student Involvement and Leadership and the treasurer is incredibly important. The treasurer of each organization is responsible for managing and maintaining the overall finances of your student organization. Some of the primary responsibilities from our perspective include the following: managing the organization's finances from both a 30,000-foot view down to the nitty-gritty details of how your money is being spent. Developing and maintaining your budget. This should always be a priority in that you have made a detailed financial plan for making money and you are making regular updates to the money that is being spent for your events throughout the year. Next, every time that you use your money, make sure that you are keeping accurate financial records so that you have the most up-to-date information that also includes your receipts, invoices, and transaction reports. Lastly, you should be reporting your financial records to your student organization on a regular basis. So whether that's at your general body meetings, executive board meetings, with your advisor, anything like that. You will also be asked to provide reports to SIL through your post-audit if you are a Tier 2 student organization. Tips for success. As you further into your role of treasurer, always remember two important things. Stay organized and know that SIL is here to help you. The organization of your financial records is completely up to you, but keeping some sort of document or spreadsheet is most important for you to have. Be on the lookout for dates and information on our upcoming workshops and trainings throughout the academic year. These workshops and trainings will be a great opportunity for you to enhance your knowledge and experience within your role. Budgeting and financial record keeping. Throughout the academic year, you may collect membership dues, hold bake sales or other fundraisers, or receive donations from community partners. At any time that you are handling money to deposit into your account, you will need to bring that money to our office as soon as possible. If you have physical cash, you will need to deposit the money the same day that it is collected. It will take 3 to 5 business days for the income to show up in your account, but you can always reconcile that the money is deposited through the Finance tab on your organization's Engage profile. Approving and processing expenses. Treasurers will also be responsible for approving and processing expenses. This will primarily happen in the Engage platform when purchase requests are submitted. You will receive emails from Engage regarding financial processes, so please be attentive to those emails. You may also be required to provide additional information or receipts for the expenses. There is a variety of documents that you will need to keep record of throughout the year. You will need to find a consistent method that works best for you, whether that's a folder or a binder. Some of the types of documentation include receipts, invoices, and transaction reports. Policies, procedure, and compliance. There are a variety of policies that are applicable through the university that you must follow as a student organization. We will be We won't be going over those policies in extreme detail in this training, but we will have information and resources available to you on Engage, the university website, and the SORT Instagram page. Failure to comply with the university financial policies may result being sent to student conduct. Please note that our office is always here to help you at all times. You are always welcome to stop in for a visit, make an appointment, or send us an email. We would rather you ask too many questions than none at all. It's better to ask for permission than to ask for forgiveness. As mentioned in the SIL with Banking with SIL training, the student organizations are provided with a bank account through the university. That bank account is also known as your FOP or your FOP. In the case that your organization is not active after 3 years, your organization status will go inactive and your account will be closed. Student organizations can also be closed or suspended in violation of the university policy. Okay, so let's dive into some of the procedures that the treasurers are responsible for. Purchase requests were rolled out on the Finance tab of Engage in spring of 2024. At this time, at any time that you are using money for your bank account, you will need to complete a purchase request. There are two primary ways that Wright State can pay for goods and services. One is the check and one is a credit card. When SIL receives your purchase request, we will determine how the payment will be completed. That, of course, will be communicated to you and the vendor depending on the type of purchase, the cost, the timeline, and the location of purchase. Because the treasurer position is responsible for approving purchase request, you are also responsible for ensuring that the purchase request is filled out completely and correctly. Depending on the permissions within the roster of your organization's profile, other officers or committee chairs may have access to complete and submit purchase request. So if you are not the one who completes the purchase request, you are still responsible for ensuring that the information is accurate. Financial requests are created with SIL, then sent to the Division of Financial Operations. Once the financial request is approved, a purchase order is assigned. Payment will be made to the vendor 30 days after the event, goods are received, or the service is provided. Failure to adhere to the set timelines or providing the required paperwork will delay the payment process to the supplier. Students are not permitted to sign contracts or agreements on behalf of clubs, student organizations, or Wright State University under any circumstance. Anytime that you are provided a contract or agreement for a vendor, please provide that information to Student Involvement Leadership. Once a contract or agreement is processed in our office, it will be reviewed by Contracted Services and will be given authority. For goods and services that are under $1,000, it will need to be submitted on Engage a minimum of 60 business days before the event. Goods and services that are over $1,000 must be submitted within a minimum of 90 business days in advance. Remember, the term business days does not include weekends, so be sure to remember these important timelines. Student Involvement Leadership has credit cards available for you to use to make purchases for your student organization. When using the credit card, you are required to provide a receipt and complete a receipt cover form, which is available in our office. When using the credit card, purchases may not include sales tax and must comply with procurement card policies and procedures set by the university. Some general contact information: if your organization is a Tier 1, 2, or 3 RSO, a Tier 2 FSL or Fraternity Sorority Life, or a Tier 1 or 2 BSOM organization, your point of contact is going to be Dylan Collison. For our club sports, you are going to connect with Jake Wells regarding your finances and managing your money. And for any of our Tier 2 or Tier 3 Residence Life organizations, you're going to connect with Lisa Burke. So thank you. I appreciate your participation, and I hope this information was insightful to you in terms of managing your organization finances. Be sure to click the submit button on the last page of the form to count for your attendance. We'll see you soon and have a good day.